Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. So recently I decided to upgrade my existing metalworking vise for this one. This is made by Magnusson and it's a 5-inch vise. It's quite a big one for me and I bought it from Screwfix here in the UK. So in this video we'll be taking a look at it and I'll be giving like an overview and first impressions, and we'll also be installing it to the workbench. Here is the box that it came in. It's a bit beaten up, but that doesn't matter. The vise is perfectly fine. I've checked it. Not much to say about the box, but it has the illustration of the vise on it. I'll just do a quick overview of the specifications. So it's a 5-inch metalworking vise or 127mm vise. It has a cast iron body and it's powder coated. It has 20,000 N clamping force. Jaw opening is 127mm. Throat depth is 75mm. Jaw width is 20mm. The weight is 11 kilograms or around 24 pounds or just over. You can currently buy this model at Screwfix here in the UK for £69.99. It has a sort of pipe vise under here, which we'll take a look at later on. And it has a built-in anvil, as you can see here, which comes in handy. And the jaws here are made of carbon steel and the handle is also made of carbon steel. There are 2 holes, one either side, for mounting it to your workbench. So let's have a quick look at this vise and I'll give my first impressions on it. It's nice and chunky for a 5-inch metalworking vise. 11 kilos is nice and heavy, so it should be good at gripping things, and the anvil should work fairly well. Also, a lot of older vices don't come with an anvil. That's why I decided to get a modern vise, because a lot of the old record vices of this size don't come with an anvil, and if they do, it's very small. This anvil, let's check the surface area of it. It's about 6 centimeters or 2.5 inches by about 6.5 centimeters, and again sort of within 2.5 inches square, that kind of size. So a useful space here for an anvil, and because it's got quite a bit of weight to it, it should be nice and sturdy when using it. So it's got 2 quite large holes either side for mounting it. This is not a vise that has a twisting base. I decided to get one with a solid base just to eliminate one more thing breaking. They can be problematic, the twists, they can malfunction, and I find that I don't really use it anyway. I tend to just lock it in position. So this one's fixed in one position. That's what I wanted. Let's look at the overall length of this vise. It is around 14 inches in length or 35 centimeters in length. The width of the jaws measure 12.5 centimeters or just under 5 inches. Nicely powder coated in dark grey. The vise also has this nice Magnusson branding on the side of it with a nice badge. Let's just check the length of the handle. It's around just under 23 centimeters or just under 9 inches, and it comes with these little rubber grommets so that when you drop the handle down it doesn't make a bang. It kind of cushions the blow when it's in use, so that's good. And the thickness of the handle is about, let's say, about 13 or 14 millimeters diameter or so. So it's not too skinny, it shouldn't bend too easily. Looks good. So a nice smooth action already on the opening and closing. I will be adding some more grease before I fit this to the desk, just to be on the safe side. But let's just take a look at the maximum opening on this, roughly. It's kind of around there, I would say. And it's at around 12 centimeters. You could go a little bit more, but I wouldn't want to go any more than that. 12 centimeters or just over 4.5 inches or so. So obviously plenty of space here to get metal objects in. Here is a closer look at the jaws. They've got grooves on them for grip, which is nice to see, and you can see there's two heads here for two like screw nuts that go in here to attach it. Nice chunky jaws. They measure about 2 centimeters deep by about 13 mil in thickness. Nice and chunky, and they've also got a little notch here, I'm guessing for thin bar, for example, to get a good grip on it, and it goes into that notch. A nice little detail. Sometimes when you're trying to clamp something small and round on these flat jaws, it can slip, but you've got that nice little notch there to help you. And there's also some kind of a pipe vise here, again for better gripping round objects like pipe or square bar, that sort of thing, smaller objects maybe. Here's a closer look underneath, so you can see the screw. There's a spring here, some washers, and there's the screw. Not the fattest, thickest screw, but it should do the trick. Let's try and roughly measure the diameter of that. I'd say it's over 1 centimeter thick, but I'm not sure exactly how thick. I will put some grease on here. You can see it does have grease, but not too much, so I'm going to pack this out a little bit with grease and then mount it to the bench. And it's been quite nicely finished and milled on the sides here, on the anvil, and along this square bit here. The good thing about this vise is that the screw underneath is covered up by this part, so debris and bits are not going to fall onto the screw and cause problems. And the anvil is nicely finished off. Don't really need to get any sandpaper on that, it's already nice and smooth and ready to go. Before I install the vise, I'm going to add some grease. I've got some multi-purpose grease here that you'd use for car parts, that sort of thing. It's nice and thick, so it shouldn't come off the screw mechanism. It should stay on for a while and be quite long lasting. So with an old brush I can just get this nice thick grease and get it added onto the screw. I think I'll just add a bit along this bottom part here where it rubs on the body. This jaw comes out, just runs inside the body, just make it nice and smooth with a little bit of grease. The vise doesn't come with any fixings, so I've just had a look at what I've got, and I've picked out some roughly 3-inch bolts with some washers and some nuts, so that's what I'll be using to attach the vise to the workbench. Now I'm just positioning the vise where I want it on the bench, and just a quick tip in case you forget or in case you don't know, when you're positioning the vise on your bench, you want to clamp something straight in here that goes past the front of the bench, just to make sure that if you do ever want to clamp a straight piece of bar or something like that, you've got clearance here. So as you can see, this runs just down past the front of the bench. As long as you've got clearance when it's clamped up, the bench is not going to foul it. So just bear that in mind, because you might have to experiment with just how far you can have it forward or backwards. And I just like to have it 2 or 3 mil, just so there's just a bit of clearance on a straight object so that I can clamp something long. Now that I've got the vise positioned exactly where I want it on the bench, I'm just going to use an awl to make 2 marks ready for drilling some holes and I'm going to aim for the centres of these pre-cut holes as best I can, and just make a little mark either side. And I'm going to just go in with a marker pen just to make them marks a little bit more visible. So now it's time to drill the 2 holes for mounting, and I've picked a drill bit that is 9mm in diameter. The shaft of the bolt is 8mm, so this is slightly bigger to give me a little bit of wiggle room. You don't want to make it too big, just so that you can get the bolt in without any friction. Right, so here it is installed. Let's just take it all the way out. As you can see, it's nice and smooth. So let's just take a quick look at all the little features you get on this. So first impressions, as you can see, it feels rock solid. I like it, it's nice and sturdy. The little notch at the top is great for round bar. For example, just using a screwdriver to demonstrate, but as you can see, that is super solid. It's not going to slip because it's in that notch, and there's even a smaller notch for even thinner pieces of metal. So you're covered there, and it's nice and sturdy. And then with the pipe vise, there's like a few different levels for rounded metal. So at the bottom, there's a smaller area to clamp rounded items that might slip in the main vise, like this for example. And I'm only just pinching that up, and it's nice and snug. And for larger round items, I'm just using this plastic bit of pipe, but you can imagine, say you've got some copper pipe, you could just clamp it here nice and tight, and as you can see, that's now ready to cut and work on, and you haven't got to worry about it slipping in the main jaws, so that's great. And then for the main jaws, it clamps down really nice and tight. You don't have to give it much, just pinch it and it's tight. And I'm just using a piece of wood so you can see when it flexes just how much force that vise has got on the piece of wood. I'm bending it now, I can't move it at all. That's not coming out of those jaws. So pieces of metal, if you need something a bit more heavy duty to clamp them, this seems to be good. It's a good upgrade from a 4-inch vise. Going up to the 5-inch doesn't seem like much, 1 inch, but the whole body is bigger and they're much heavier. So very nice, and you don't have to put as much force down on the handle. One, because it's quite long, so you've got the leverage, but it's just bigger altogether, so you don't have to put as much force on to keep things secure with a bigger, chunkier vise like this one. The little grommets work well to not make a noise. That's nice. And then the anvil as well is quite useful, as you can see. You can do all sorts of work on here. It's not big, but it's not small, it's just in the middle, and because you've got all of the mass of the vise, it should be quite solid and secure. If you don't generally need like a big anvil, just something in between like this seems perfect to me. So first impressions, seems very good. The paintwork seems good, the anvil is just right, the opening amount is more than enough for what I need. I like the long handle with the leverage, it feels like it clamps down nice and secure. And it's got the other features as well, like the little notch, or 2 notches here for smaller round items, and then the pipe vise at the bottom. So you can pretty much use this for anything you want. DIY related. The jaws here, if they do come out of alignment slightly, you can adjust the nuts in here and get a little bit of movement either way to get them nice and lined up. But all in all, a really nice little voice. Okay, so that's about it for this video then. So there you have it, it's installed to the desk now. It's nice and sturdy and ready for use. So final conclusions, bearing in mind I haven't put it through its paces yet, I've only tested it briefly, but it seems to be a nicely made voice. It's quite solid and sturdy, and I like the finish. I've bought some voices in the past that have looked quite shabby and they've been quite roughly finished. This one is pleasantly quite nice and tidy. It's quite well made for a sort of entry-level voice, you could call it. It's not a professional level voice, but for DIYers, if you do a bit of mechanics, a bit of metal work, it seems ideal for that. I like the handle, it's quite long. You don't need to put too much force on it to get a good clamping pressure. It's got the pipe vise as well, which is really handy, and the little notches in the jaws. It's quite heavy and robust and sturdy, and it's got that built-in anvil as well. So overall, I think it's good value for money so far, and I'll be using it for a while to come, hopefully. So if you did find this video useful, maybe you're looking for your own metalworking voice, I hope you found this useful, and if you did, please remember to like and also consider subscribing for more DIY related videos. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.